The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Hello, this is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. Also, I am of Lutherans for Life. Today, I will be interviewing Meg Carlin. Hello, Meg.
Hello. Thank you
And
for
her
having
husband,
me.
Will, is over there. They're both with who? Quinn?
Advocates for Justice in Fort Wayne, and we've been trained with Created Equal out of Columbus.
So how long have you been with them?
I went on my first justice ride with Created Equal summer 2015.
Oh,
And he's been with them longer than that. 2014, I believe, is when he got connected.
so when was Created Equal
when did
created?
they start? Good question.
No? Many moons ago?
I want to say like a decade ago.
Yeah. And how about Advocates for Justice?
You would know.
2 years.
2 years?
2 years, yeah. He
So-
helped found it with Silas and Lisbeth.
So how did you meet up with Silas and Lisbeth?
I met them on my first justice ride. So when I got connected with Created Equal, it was about that time that I got to know the people who founded Advocates for Justice. And when I moved to Fort Wayne to marry him, that's when I was able to start being an active volunteer with them.
How did you get involved with Created Equal?
I don't even know. I saw them on the internet. I was looking for a pro-life
Facebook or-
organization. Yeah, I think it was just maybe Google searches for an organization I could take a trip with, or that would provide good training resources for doing street outreach, something along those lines. And I just found them and saw, oh, a justice ride, that looks like a good opportunity. So,
They were here.
what was that?
Are they here? Justice Ride?
No.
No.
The Justice Ride they take a bus full of college age and high school students across the United States to different locations like Florida, Washington, D.C.
So you are all over the map. with
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Well, with the baby, yeah, she's pregnant, eh? Slightly pregnant. So what is it? It's due in June?
Yep, June 21st.
Congratulations, though.
Thank you.
Is this your first?
Yes, it is.
Oh my
We're so
goodness.
excited.
So we met at the Defund Planned Parenthood rally here in Fort Wayne. And have you done that before?
In other locations. And when I lived in Michigan, I had led a couple in the town that I was going to school in. So not in Fort Wayne.
But you did a speech.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to listen to it now. And when
Okay.
we come back, we'll talk about it.
My name is Meg Carlin. I'm a local activist, and I'm really excited to be here as well. Women don't need Planned Parenthood. Some of us carry signs today that say just that, and all of us believe it. And yet, our friends on the other side of the street, our counter-protesters, will tell you that defunding Planned Parenthood will take away from women's access to services that they need. I am here to explain to you today why that is absolutely 100% false. Women need support. Check. Women need to be empowered to make their own healthcare decisions. Check. Women deserve access to healthcare resources by virtue of being human and completely regardless of their socioeconomic class or anything else that may hold any woman back. Check, check, check. As it turns out, we believe the same things as many of our opponents. The one enormous distinction that separates us is that we also believe that a preborn human person has great value, and that no matter how much good any organization does, if they are in any way supporting the killing of the innocent, this cannot be justified. Planned Parenthood is the #1 abortion provider, having performed 325,000 annually for the past few years, according to their own reports. Planned Parenthood receives federal tax dollars. It is our prerogative and our responsibility to protest this. So what else does Planned Parenthood do? A quick trip to their website will give us a pretty thorough description of the services that they provide at this specific location. It is my desire to be honest and fair with you as I share this information, so please know you can look any of it up for yourselves. What I would like to do is compare and contrast. I am making the claim that every single service offered by Planned Parenthood's Fort Wayne location beyond abortion referrals is available at the same cost or less to area men and women in need. Planned Parenthood Fort Wayne provides testing for 8 different STDs. Charges vary and may act on a sliding scale if the patient is uninsured. This service is very valuable to many and should be available to those who need it. The fact is, Planned Parenthood is not the only one to offer it. In fact, Fort Wayne is home to 4 other STD clinics. Most easily accessible is the clinic at the Allen County Department of Health. According to their website, they are open Monday through Friday, more hours per week than Planned Parenthood. They test for more STDs than Planned Parenthood and offer more vaccines. Costs are extremely minimal, typically $30 for adults and $10 for students. Care, testing, and counseling services are completely confidential. Planned Parenthood provides exams to both men and women when they have a sexual health problem. They perform many manual exams for certain cancers, as well as Pap screenings and tests for urinary and vaginal infections. The fact is, these are all very basic healthcare services. For those who have a hard time affording healthcare or who are uninsured, there are thankfully plenty of other options for where they can seek care in our area. From local ministries like Matthew 25, which offers completely free medical and dental care and treats an average of 150 patients per day, to Neighborhood Health Clinics Incorporated, with 2 locations in Fort Wayne. NHC is a federally qualified health center, meeting the highest standards of complete care for those with or without insurance. Both locations exist in federally designated medically undeserved areas where few other medical or dental services are available. They provide complete women's and men's health care in addition to prenatal care, pediatrics, acute care, and full prevention services such as immunizations, far exceeding what is offered at Planned Parenthood. Additionally, those who seek birth control, including hormonal and non-hormonal contraceptives, can receive prescriptions and free or low-cost services here and at other clinics. Across this nation, federally qualified healthcare centers outnumber Planned Parenthood 20-1, according to a 2013 report from the Maternal and Child Health Bureau and Planned Parenthood's own report. In Indiana alone, there are 19 federally qualified health centers operating in 108 service sites and serving over 364,000 individuals per year. Women don't need Planned Parenthood because quality healthcare that is centered around our needs already exists, and it is meeting higher standards than their services ever have. This care is readily available, and it is our job to ensure that individuals and families know where they can find it. For a full list of the area services I've just mentioned and others, please see one of today's event coordinators or email Advocates for Justice at advocatesforjusticefw@gmail.com. Before I close, I'd like to mention one more group of resources that is invaluable, not only to our movement and our cause to protect the preborn, but to the thousands locally who utilize their services. These are known as pregnancy resource centers. Our local groups are the Women's Care Center, serving 52 clients per day from their 3 Allen County offices, and a Hope Center with 4 county offices. The services offered daily by these combination medical and support facilities include nurse-administrated pregnancy and in some cases STD testing, pregnancy options counseling, prenatal ultrasounds, and referral to outside pregnancy care. Assistance programs that provide moms with free diapers and baby items, one-on-one counseling for both men and women, pregnancy and parenting classes, sexual education classes, post-abortion recovery programs, and much more, all for free. I myself have often taken these facilities for granted, only getting limited glimpses at the extent of care that they offer. These centers truly are the epitome of real choice for women. Women who often have very few proper support systems and few resources to obtain them. The bottom line is this: Planned Parenthood claims to be filling a gap, providing services that are not available elsewhere. In reality, our community is well equipped to work with both women and men from a variety of circumstances and is providing them with excellent care. This is just one more reason why in Allen County and across this nation, women do not need Planned Parenthood. Thank you.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
That was quite the speech. Do you remember most of it? What we had seen?
I remember, the kind of research that I did was very, very helpful to know what resources are in Fort Wayne besides Planned Parenthood. What can we offer people as an alternative? So,
are you politically involved with?
Not in the area.
No.
I would like to be more so.
Well, Allen County Right to Life
Mm-hmm.
and Lutherans for Life are decent, spot on.
Absolutely.
Same with Created Equal.
Mm-hmm.
But Allen County Right to Life, they're handling the politics as well. Yes.
I know. I get their text updates like, oh, you should call this person. There's going to be a vote today. Things like that. And
but they're
that's
looking
very
for volunteers as well as members.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
That would be a good opportunity.
So I can give you her phone number afterwards, I suppose.
That would be great.
So why did the Advocates for Justice put the rally together for the defund Planned Parenthood? Why? Do you know?
Probably because, there wasn't another group in the area that was going to be hosting it, and it's a national event, so they wanted to represent the pro-life community locally.
Mm-hmm. So you say it's national.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one coming up this month or next month?
There is, and I don't think that we're participating in it this month.
Someone's
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anybody locally represented, but there will be another protest across the country. In fact, it might have even been this past Saturday.
Oh, I'm not sure if it's coming up or it has already come.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had known, I would have gone.
Yeah, I don't think it was in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Just other locations around the country.
I was hoping to have another one here in Fort Wayne because
Right.
I've been filming them all the time.
Right. I'm sure we'll do another soon.
I hope so because the Planned Parenthood is the ultimate evil, taking our children's lives.
Yeah.
And you have a real good reason why you're pro-life because you're with a baby.
Yes.
Boy, girl.
It's a boy. His name is Liam.
Liam.
Yep, Liam. It's short for William. William Joseph Carlin the Fourth is our baby.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
The fourth?
Yes.
Oh my stars. Congratulations, old chap. And you too, girl.
Yes.
Oh wow. How did Advocates for Justice, did they contact you or you? I forgot.
Just because since I was marrying him and dating him prior to that, and was good friends with everybody involved, then I knew about their events. So I guess
the speech.
Yes. Oh, to do this speech.
Yeah.
Yes, the event coordinators had asked me to do that.
So you're a pro-life activist. Do you have a ministry
Not
besides Created Equal and?
Just kind of, we do stuff on our own when we can. Like, we'll host local outreaches if possible. We just took a trip up to Michigan, where I'm previously from, and there we were...
Grand Rapids?
Yes, Grand Rapids. And we were distributing flyers that inform the community about the dangerous criminal history of an abortionist there. So we passed out flyers for half the day and then did some outreach at an abortion facility. And
where you were living, there are abortion clinics there?
There are 2 in Grand Rapids, yes.
Will they be able to be closed down?
Well, it's very interesting. The abortionist who we were distributing flyers about, he's actually just been reprimanded by the state of Michigan and is receiving a suspension on his license. We don't know for how long that'll last. It might be only a couple days, it might be a couple weeks or a couple months. That would be wonderful.
I hope we just completely have it
Absolutely.
stopped.
So hopefully the state of Michigan, as they're recognizing his criminal history, then they'll make that decision to just revoke his license altogether.
What do you think of Trump?
What do I think of Trump? I think that he is doing a better job of advancing the pro-life agenda than, not agenda, but
Pro-life cause,
yes, than some people have in the White House previously, so I have high hopes.
Yes.
I don't know what's going to happen.
And this thing with the health, Obama health care and all that. My late aunt, many moons ago, was an abortionist.
Oh, wow.
In Canada.
I feel like you told me that maybe when I met you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and this was in the 50s and 60s.
Okay.
In Toronto.
Okay.
And I was so gung-ho against what she was doing.
Right.
I was Roman Catholic then, I'm Lutheran now, but in my 20s, which was 40 some odd years ago, I became pro-life, and I've been working for 40 some odd years ever since. And I do shows on my TV show, episodes about pro-life, as well as do interviews on the radio as well.
Yes.
So I'm really gung-ho against abortion because that's killing our babies.
Absolutely.
That's just complete murder. I don't understand why the countries around this world of ours is accepting abortion. I mean, they have been lied to. They have like a veil over their hearts and eyes. That's why you and I are like the light, and your husband too, are light in the darkness. Jesus is using us to do that.
Absolutely. I'm so glad he's using you in the ways that you've been able to be involved with your program and interviews.
So what are your plans for the future?
Besides
having a baby?
He's going to change a lot, and that'll be really amazing.
Will you be continuing doing the lobbying?
Being involved in any way that we can, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to I'm going to wear a baby wrap and bring him to all the events that I'm able to go to, like the local outreaches at high schools and colleges, and anytime there is that opportunity, if Liam's able to come with me, I'll be there. So we'll see where that leads.
So you're on time. I mean, you're not too long.
No, it's going really well.
With the baby on the way, you do plan on speaking at rallies and events for pro-life, and you can show everybody, this is my baby, I did not abort.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because I love you. There's a cat for you. Congratulations on having a future family.
Thank you.
And I think that's about it, unless you have anything to ask me.
I would love to hear more about how you got so passionate about this cause.
Many moons ago, like I said, my late aunt, she, in the Mayo clinics in Yorkville and Toronto, she did a lot of abortions.
Yeah.
And she was the first female doctor at Toronto General Hospital. And she did abortions, and she was an OBGYN.
Okay.
And I'm planning on having next year Dr. William Lau,
Okay.
who's from Florida, Pensacola, Florida. He is a pro-life OBGYN.
All right.
And Reverend Daniel May, the president of the Missouri Senate here in Fort Wayne area in Indiana and such, he's allowing us to use the convention hall downstairs where the offices are,
Okay.
and he wants him to come here.
Okay.
And this is for everyone, not just for Lutherans. It's for anyone. We're going to have like confirmants, yeah, and doctors, nurses, people in the medical build
Okay.
thing, and anyone else who wants to come in. So yeah,
What
that's
a
for
neat
next year.
opportunity. I would love to be there. That's so cool.
I would like to have you as my guest.
Okay.
And you, of course, sir. So, yeah, I started off really with Birthright in Toronto,
Okay.
and we moved here in '95 or something like that. Anyways, I've just continued being a pro-life
Right.
activist myself.
Right.
So I went to rallies, defund Planned Parenthood, HHS, defund, whatever it is, Obama and all that sort of stuff. I've been filming the March for Life
Yes.
every year since it started. And so, yeah, it's been rather nice.
I guess.
Sad because we have to do it.
Right. Exactly.
But it's great to see a whole lot of people becoming one together
Right.
for our babies, because abortion is not right. And of course, do you deal with the end of life as well, or just the...
I think mostly on the education
Yeah.
end of that, just educating family and friends about like the risk of assisted suicide potentially becoming legalized and in more states eventually. I think that is something we have to be watchful of. So.
Yes. Because for me, being from Canada, it's not logical up there anymore. They have abortions right up to the time the baby is born.
Sure.
And they have euthanization in Quebec.
Okay.
And they're trying to get that across the board.
Right.
Also, homosexuality is rampant there. They're rampant here. And we're having problems up there too.
Okay.
So, it's not just United States.
No, I'm sure.
So, yeah. We got a cat. He says, "What you doing?" This is Seymour. He has 3 legs.
Aw.
He had a cancer of the lip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's very precious.
Do you have any pets?
I have 2 cats and 1 dog.
Oh boy, do they get along okay?
We're still working on that. The dog, he needs to to learn to be better friends with the cats, but we've only had him for about 2 months, so.
So you being in the pro-life active in the pro-life.
Uh-huh.
Who else have you dealt with pro-life organizations?
I was involved, I was the president of a Students for Life group when I was previously in nursing school in Michigan.
Oh yeah, nursing school.
Yes.
Tell me. Are you going to be a nurse?
I don't plan on going back to school at this point.
Yeah.
I was in there for 2.5 years, involved in that program, and my plan was to become an RN and then a midwife, and then do missionary work in that field.
Right.
And
you've been out of the United States doing pro-life?
Not doing pro-life work. I've been outside of the United States one time to Thailand for a different mission trip.
Thailand?
Yes. So that was when I was 16, and I would love to go back someday. And
Absolutely.
What was it like? Well, I was working, I got to see refugee camps and orphanages and different ministries along the border with Burma, which is a country right next door to it. It's also called Myanmar. And there are many refugees coming from Myanmar into Thailand.
I used to interview Miu Mient and Tiha.
Okay.
They're here,
Mm-hmm.
and he was the Burmese soldier.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had him on my show many times. So, I am so glad that you came over to our abode
I
and
am
to chat
too.
about.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate it. I love your passion.
Thank you. And Will, thank you, sir.
Who's got me?
You married a very lovely lady.
I married a good man.
So, June,
Yep,
dang,
I know.
that's another 2 months?
2 months ago, yeah.
Oh my stars.
Well, as soon as he's here, we'll make sure that you get a chance to meet him.
Oh yes, definitely.
Get him on camera as an activist baby.
And this is Patty Hunter. Thank you so much for coming on to my
Thank you.
show. Patty Hunter, Meg Carlin. See you next week and God bless.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us always.